Live, deep in the heart of West Texas, it's the James Hendrick Show. Coming to you from the Hendrick Institute of Advanced Conservative Federalism. Hey guys, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do Fearless Faith Friday yesterday. I had a prior engagement, which will happen from time to time. Friday in my faith is what's known as sometimes with a friend of mine and I as a temple day. And so around the time that I usually broadcast, I'm at the temple. Okay, so the title of this episode is called Federalist Composite. And you're probably wondering, what in the world? What do you mean by a Federalist Composite? We're going to a complete composition of what the Federalist ideology is. Okay, I looked it up in Google. And basically what they believe is that Federalists believe in a strong, centralized government. Okay, no doubt. Back in those days, when the Constitution was just barely framed and the framers were just starting to rule, that people like John Adams and Aaron Burr wanted to ring in the bell for a strong central government. But, plain truth, I don't think it was their original intent for a centralized government bordering on socialism. No. I'll let you know how I got this ideology. It was back in 2007, I began attending as a guest meetings of the Texas Tech Law School Federalist Society, and I began to listen to the different various speakers and just really enjoying it. Of course, I learned quick on to prepare to bring my own beverage there, because they usually serve tea, and that's against the dietary laws of my faith. But that being said, it was a wonderful time to listen to some wonderful people like Ken Starr, to be able to read the Journal of the Federalist Society, and just learn where they're coming from. They are the conservative libertarian counterpart of the American Bar Association, which I've heard has quite a liberal ideology. So what it is a Federalist is a cross between a conservative and libertarian. Okay? Which is limited control of government over our freedoms. I don't think John Adams or John Quincy Adams or anybody that was a Federalist, including Alexander Hamilton, would have wanted this brand of socialism. In fact, don't get me wrong, but I've heard about the musical Hamilton that came out in 2016, and to be honest with you, since the mainstream media was given a buzz about it, I was skeptical. Because I really feel like it was a socialistic view than looking at the real life of Alexander Hamilton. I think it would be nice for some good conservatives to come up with some good, clean, no doubt films about Alexander Hamilton. Dig into his faith. What did he really feel like was the original intent? The framers of the Constitution. I mean, shoot, he wanted the Constitutional Convention at one point because it was so contentious to stop and pray I learned that in Christian school, folks, not public school. Yeah, you think public school's going to teach you that? No. They're too busy, across the country. I don't think it's so around here. I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Because West Texas is a bastion of conservatism. We don't believe in critical race theory. Some people think it's cool, but no. I think that it's sad that the liberal ideology started caring about the color of people's skin. Which really, to tell you the truth, that shows that they're down with Jim Crow. I don't think the color of skin should make a hill of beans of difference. When I was in summer camp at age 13, I dated this black girl. And my camp counselor would take me aside and he says, "Your parents would strongly disapprove." I said, "Not necessarily." I said, "You don't know my parents. My parents they grew up in the 50s, and desegregation and children of the 60s. Doesn't matter what your color is, We're all colored people in God's eye. Because He made us in His image, But this liberal ideology of dividing us into classes and dividing us into color and stuff, that's got to stop. And sometimes I feel like some conservatives get carried away with that. It's got to stop. As a Federalist, I have to say everyone has a chance. Everyone has equality. That's just how it is. And these corporations buying into critical race theory, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad when you've got big corporates going for critical race theory and all these liberal theories, and the consumer is gonna know that and probably give them a big hit. Now, myself, I am not a reactionary. I heard about what Coca-Cola said, but I don't hesitate to drink a Sprite when it's placed before me. I'm not a reactionary. There's plenty of that crap going around, and, I've got to be honest with you, we've had enough. We've had enough, and we know better, and we can do better, and we can be better, and you know it. A Federalist like me would say, hey, let's get conservatives on both sides of the aisle. Let's get some people with common sense in there on both sides of the aisle. Bring back some common sense conservatism. But this constant division going on in the media, that's got to stop. And that's why I'm a Federalist. Now, I hope you enjoyed listening to the James Hendricks Show. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of receiving most daily updates. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care. And God bless you. And I will hear from you again. You will hear from me again on Monday. Take care. And God bless.